This is a concert brought to you by One Breath Rising. And One Breath Rising is about to go into its 10th anniversary doing concerts. And we'd like to first tell you about our sponsors. They are the Brooklyn Arts Council, Poets and Writers, Park Slope Civic Council, 440 Gallery, Garner Glazer Foundation, and individual donors like you all. So we, without any further ado, we're going to present this concert that is put on. E.J. Antonio is the leader of this aggregation. So give it up to E.J. We have J.D. Barron on woodwinds and percussion. We have Michael Wimberly on percussion. We have Michael T.A. Thompson on percussion. And we have Christopher Dean Sullivan on bass.
Yes.
E.J. Antonio is doing poetry, so enjoy, y'all.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today to support this endeavor and support One Breath Rising and the Soapbox Gallery. The piece that we're going to start with is all of the poetry is my original work. The piece that we are going to start with is called Origin. And it was inspired by something Mr. Wimberly said during one of his performances for One Breath, where he was talking about the history of a particular instrument. And he was saying everyone thinks that the instrument started in Europe when it was really like South America or Africa somewhere. And I was like, oh, interesting. And this idea of origin stuck with me. Carried on the wind's tide across centuries, across millennia, across seconds, I be a common creation. I be a common creation, creation, creation. Sustained by the corkwood tree. I am a moon moth. I spin lunar silver into my temporary shelter. From a magic trick, I emerge. I leave behind my home and I roost quietly in the canopy watch as foragers come to claim the silky ruins I have abandoned. I watch the human hands transform abandoned silence into rain rush. Captured in small pouches, sand, gravel, small hard seeds, broken seashells, chips of ostrich, eggshells, stitched into pouches, fastened to straps, and they tie them to their ankles, and my discarded home is useful again. My home is useful again and again and again, and I watch and I listen to them dance. I watch them dance to a time before colonization, before bondage on unfamiliar soil, and I listen. And the rhythm is rising from the Zulu hive, and they celebrate, and it's rising, and the rhythm turns to warrior chants, and the maidens dance, and they dance. Hey, 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 oh. And life is repurposed again and again and again. I am nothing wasted. I am rattled, but not broken. Somewhere in my cellular being and understanding, this body can be stolen. Its rhythms cannot. Its drum can be silenced. Its message cannot. These ankles can be shackled, but their memory of the dance cannot. This voice can be muted. Its cry cannot. The lash can disfigure flesh, but it cannot stop the healing. The noose can kill the breath, but it cannot deter the spirits. Passed down from ancient bodies to ancestral bodies to this aging body, the knowing, No, somewhere in my cellular being, I am whole. My lineage, invincible. Time brings me new chapters of erased knowing. The dance calling me. The dance calling me, rising, 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 calling me, rising, rising. The dance calls me, calls me, calls me, calls me. And it's another Juneteenth. If not here, then where would I be? Where would I be? Shifting across histories I never heard. I never heard the chains rattle, never felt the lash, never heard the thrashing ocean drown the flesh torn from the ancestral lands, and my body never knew, never knew, never knew the name I was separated from. I searched the faces coming toward me on any street in these United States of ambiguity, half expecting to find a familiar stranger to claim. Rising from south, west, east, north, I am a living ghost. I am a living ghost walking across paved over fields, hiding in plain sight. My anguish, the terror layered just below the surface. Just below the surface of my skin. A question-filled legacy passed on and on and on, unanswered. If not here. If not here, in the falsehood of this land's promise, then where? Who would I be had there been no shifting across history? Histories my body never knew. Histories my body never knew itself. A link in a chain I struggle to define. I and I myself, I define my clan. Griot, jelly, jolly, storyteller, narrator, allegorist, biographer, call me, poet, spinner of yarns, descendant of women, steeped in dream and spirit, redefining their time. redefining their times within these barriers. I define myself. Call me. Call me. Call me poet. Call me descendant of women steeped in dream and spirit. Call me. Because this is how we learn. This is how we learn to make ankle rattles roll thunder. Call me. Call me. Call me. And it's ragtime. Playing, 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 playing a freedom song. It's ragtime. Playing, playing, playing. And she said she would own land, but the centuries-old law said she could not. Call me. So she pushed that husband to land wealth, left her daughters good soil to tend. Good soil, rich soil, good soil. And this is how we learn to make ankle rattles rush like the raging river. Rush like rivers raging, 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 and it's swing time, playing history. And it's swing time, playing history. And a daughter said she would preach the gospel. But the millennia-old doctrine forbid women in the pulpit. Can you believe it? She preached from the congregation floor till that Renaissance man, that bishop, gave her a church to pastor in the 1930s. And for 30 years more, we watch, we listen, we watch, we listen, we learn, we watch, we listen, we learn. And this is how we learn to make ankle rattles a soft murmur of prayers and it's bebop time. And it's bebop, bebop, bop, bop, bebop, bop, bebop, 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 bebop. And she suffered the heartache of urban progress. Suffered the heartache of leaving her children unattended while she worked. Suffered the heartache of rationing food at the dinner table. Of buying day-old everything to stretch a nickel. Of pushing defiant teenage adults out into the world. Of burying children she thought would bury her. This is how we learn. This is how we learn to make ankle rattles cry freedom! Cry freedom! Oh, freedom! Oh, freedom! And it's free jazz time. It's free jazz time. And it's free jazz time. And she gave a granddaughter a Bible. And she gave her a song. And she gave her a song. Amazing grace. Ain't gonna hold on to faith's plow. Because this is how we learn to make ankle rattles a balm for the weary. Amazing grace, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Something's calling me, something's calling me, something's calling me right. Something's calling me, something's calling me right. What is a history discarded? Unkempt under centuries of dirt and abuse. It all defines a life lived in shadows. It all defines how it takes effort to hold together citadels of falsehoods, whitewashed things. The flesh understands the burden of bearing crosses of lies, sewn up in the bones, unseen. People get ready. There's a train coming. There's a train coming. There's a train coming. And the old factories along the passenger train tracks keep watch from New York City to Washington, D.C. in the grime of their brick and mortar secrets. I wish to know. I want to know the injustices sandblasted into the universe. How many work invisible? How many work low paid? How many worked impoverished? Where was their joy recorded? Poet. I said poet. We're here to write these omissions into flesh. Can the invisible be counted? Poets. We're here to write these omissions into flesh. Make the invisible counted. And the host of black poets strut into a Washington, D.C. black tie gala. Define what it means to be a diaspora. Tuxedoed and spit shine, polished and sequined gowns and high heeled strutting. Poets strutting. Poets strutting. Posing for selfies with other selfies, artistic photo bombing of the highest form. Poets, strutting, tuxedoed and spit shine, polished and sequined gown, high heeled, strutting. And the former U.S. Poet Laureates Trethewey, Smith, and Dove read, hush. rushes to the audience. Each metered and unmetered line shifts the seated diaspora. Lean forward. Lean back. Lean into every word. Feel the unease of outsiders rise as we shift in unison. Shift into murmur. A collective. Ashe. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Ashe. Twisting in seats. A twister rising, twisting to wring these dirty mop of centuries dry of its skeleton. Poets, can we? Maybe, as the poet laureates read hushes to the audience, hear the narratives rising. Hear the narratives rising. This history, unwritten, ascending from burial ground, a fire. It all defines an existence, buried and now rising, rising from a ship's bow. Rising. And level C3 of the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History holds the weight of unmarked graves. This slavery, this definition of commodity, a thievery of body, this hatred, this engulfs the soul in the bow of the ship, and I can't wash off this morning cold. Calling me rising, calling me rising. All the suffering sticking to the walls of this cargo hold, sticking to me, spare me, transatlantic journey and plantation, cotton fields and rice paddies and tobacco fields and sugarcane fields, and spare me this history calling me. Spare me. The pain chronicled on a cat-o'-nine-tail barbs. The permanently sculptured diaspora skin. Spare me. The cat-o'-nine-tail barbs, permanently sculpted diaspora skin, living and an ancestral pictured keloids that will never be erased. Their itchy branch patterns twisting round and across the body, across the ocean, across land, across time, calling me, rising. and the laureates read hushes to the audience. This, held down in the bow of the ship, level C3 of the museum, the bow of the ship, and it engulfs I, and I still can't wash off this morning call. All the depression sticks to me from the womb, and time spared me, but did it really spare me? Time spared me, spared me, spare me. Transatlantic journey and plantation, cotton and rice paddies and tobacco and sugar cane fields calling me. These stories under glass on display. Harriet Tubman's silky white lace fan shawl. So delicate, so whimsical, in the midst of all this curated sorrow. And I can't understand. I can't understand how it shines so clean and bright, ethereal in this simulated, oppressive darkness. And she left me a Bible. And she left me a song. Amazing and great. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. What is history? Discarded, unkempt. It all defines a secret. Still defines how and where the bodies of truth are buried. Can't dig them up fast enough in this falsehood of America. Who would I be had there been no shifting across oceans, no shifting away from histories my body never knew? My body never knew. My body never knew. And somebody's calling me, rising. Somebody's calling me, rising. For the inspiration.
Yeah, look good. Yeah,
Thank you.
want to take a little trip to St. Nick's Pub because I grew up in Harlem. But I didn't get to Taint Nick's Pub until much later in life after I had left Harlem. And now St. Nick's Pub doesn't exist anymore. But the night that I was there with another good friend of mine, Golda Solomon. And she and I, we went for, I think, the 7 o'clock set. And we're sitting there having dinner, and we're watching the different sets change, the different musicians coming in to do their sets. And I do what I usually do when I go to anything like a jazz club. I sit there with my pad and I write poems to the music or whatever's going on around me. And where I was sitting in St. Nick's Pub, the bar wasn't too far away. So I looked up, and there's a sign at the end of that bar that said, "Resuscitation equipment locked below." And I thought, where can I go with that? 8:20 p.m. The 7 p.m. trio that should have been a quartet warms up. Drummer, bass, guitar, acoustic guitar, sound check, 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 as the barmaid, a tall, long stride woman, strolls in, gets ready for drinking business. She's getting ready for drinking business before time catches up to low-light smoke and jazz standards. Still sound good, these jazz standards still sound good against these cracked white tie folks. And Benson's neon lights on Broadway smoothly replace Matt the Night. It's a casual exchange. A casual exchange between drums, bass, and guitar. And they're bending time as easy as the butt bend the bar stool over. And that man sitting at the end of the bar, he's ordered Hennessy straight, 3 fingers deep. And the chatter of the bar stool sitters creates static against electric drum solos. It's a steady discord. One note, one syllable, short of chaos. And it's 9:45 p.m. Too much time waiting for a quartet to form, to resuscitate the crowd. Somebody's always late for the jam. And the new patrons stroll in, cell phone in use, walk straight to the backyard seating. What deals are they making? Feet shuffling across white cracked tile floors. Introduce yourselves to the bucket on the way by. The bucket, silly, desiring green chips. Only one man takes the hint, and the singer don't show. And the patrons slide out the wide open doors to lean on the lampposts, hang out on the street corner. And it's 11:45 p.m. and the poets stroll in, too cool for their locks. Their locks that hold 100,000 secrets. Do I have any? Yeah. The woman at the table across from me, she looks like my dead grandma. And this jazz don't care. As midnight rolls in, all the rhythm wants to know is, can I samba? Samba, samba. Back to my Spanish Harlem Harlem days, back to folding table dominoes, playing men, back to railroad flats 5 stories high, back to cha-cha, salsa, blaring from 116th Street record shops. They take me back to the gig I knew before I knew this gig. Take me back so I can samba, samba, samba. Take me back to the gig I knew before this. Take me back so I can samba, samba, samba. Somebody pass me the sax man. Pass me the horn man. Pass me the mic. 'Cause that singer, she be too soft for these blues men. Jamming in black and white houndtooth zoots, shaking. See that woman in the red blueprint dress? She got bastard troubles sweating out the seams. And the man in the black polka dot shirt, he got baby dollar troubles cutting his neck. And the sax man is blowing storm clouds. And the horn men are blowing lightning. And that singer, she still ain't hitting on nothing. She ain't hitting on nothing resembling these pained smiles. Somebody pass me the mic. I'm burning to add my orange lonelies to complete this color wheel. 'Cause the band's jamming. And the sharp edge of broken, the stressed pop veins, and they jamming. Go ahead, dance and shake that ground. Go ahead, dance and shake that ground. Somebody pass me the mic, 'cause I just gotta testify. I gotta signify. 'Cause the singer, she just too soft for these trifling blues. I think I'm going to end with a poem that I wrote that was inspired by Christian McBride. And it is called Shade of the Cedar Tree. Now, how I came to write this was that Christian McBride used to teach a jazz history course at the Jazz Museum in Harlem. And my college girlfriend and I, we went to the classes, and I think we went to classes every Monday night for about 3 years. And Christian likes to tell you about his growing up and how he began to play the bass and everything. And he told his story. And I was, oh, this is interesting. And then I went to see him with his big band downtown, and they were playing this composition called The Shade of the Cedar Tree. So this is the name of the poem. And Christian liked this poem very much because it's really about him and his mother and how he grew up. Outside of Philadelphia row house, cars whiz by snow devils. A child slides off the bare branches. Streams of melting ice wakes music. Her giggles sweet, fresh mountain water. Rapids where her splash resonates, calls the sun to breakfast in a hailstorm. Her deep laughter drapes from each branch. Dreams dangle and blessings drip through a filigree of winter's tall grass. And her mama knows. It takes one lick of ice cream, 2 pushes on a swing, and 3 blinks for a child to grow into the old soul they carry in their eyes. She births him before the ice dissolves. In spring sun, rain washes up. Stories threaded through the weave of mother to son. Mother to son, days they hope to remember. To remember. The music played before he sleeps. The whir of bicycle wheels breaking, soda pop slurps, horsefly buzz of footballs zipping past ears, scratch of pen and pencil across homework's page, math problems punched into the keypad of calculators, tuned to B flat blues. Chubby laughter when a gentle breeze hits. Hydrant drenched skin, and James Brown screams, spin, split drop to the floor, and Bootsy Collins electric bass solos, and this son will know back in the day, as if it were his day. Those days learning to properly bow an upright bass makes the stars weep. Practice, the elders tell him. Practice, practice, practice. Make it better. And he does. In the shade of the cedar tree, relief from summer's sun. Its limbs deflect every wrong note, records every stolen kiss, savors aromas of taste like home. Sway with every new dance step practiced. In a warm breeze, disappointments bury themselves in the brown resin of shedding cedar shoots. And a son hears the calm, cool of a father. And a son hears an uncle's experience, a hipness given with the urgency of autumn's brilliance. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Who knows what tomorrow brings in its mouth full of maybes? Maybe, 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 maybe. In humid summer's wane, the last of homegrown collards and tomatoes. Life doesn't want to sleep. Even a firefly flickers to stay awake. Tucked in a suitcase, a stray seedling tags along to the New York jazz clubs. In those uncertain beginnings, it is welcome company in the echoes of maybes, maybes. Maybe the phone will ring with a gig. Maybe the phone will resonate with a mother's child. Didn't I tell you? But as the words leave her mouth, she knows what her mama knew. One lick of ice cream. 2 pushes on a swing. And 3 blinks for a child to grow, to heed its calling. It will dare wisdom to be wrong. Test itself again and again against the root. Scratch the bark raw. To make its voice heard. Something's calling me, rising, 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 amazing grace. Ain't gonna let nothing turn me around, turn, turn, turn. Ain't gonna let nothing turn me around. Ain't gonna let nothing turn me. Christopher Dean Sullivan on bass. Michael T.A. Thompson, percussion. Michael Wimberly, percussion. Hey ho, hey hey, rising, ain't gonna let nothing turn. Ain't gonna let nothing turn me around, round, 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 round. J.D. Perrin, woodwind. Hey, 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 rising, rising, oh. And I'm E.J. Antonio. Thank you.